Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm from Washington State. In dealing with the first video that I watched, which was the listening cycle, there was a young woman who was dealing with a relationship issue. And this counselor was sitting with her and listening and drawing her out in trying to figure out really the basis of why she was struggling. And at the end of the conversation that we were party to, he said, "Now let me summarize so that I can be on the right track." And so I think that was really the technique that he was using with her, was summarizing her feelings. And at one point he sort of stretched it out a little and asked her if she was angry maybe with herself or projecting into the future, so that she could sort of wrap her brain around what would this relationship look like in the future. In the second video that I watched, which was the invitational skills, this was a young man who was dealing with a car accident, and it was sort of creating a trauma in his life, and the helper was just listening compassionately, and that was really her role in that situation. In the third one, which was reflecting feelings, the helper asked this question, "What can I help you with?" And I thought that was a really interesting question because through what we got to see, the counselor was just really rephrasing her words and putting different words to her struggle with her family situation, where she was just feeling like she was responsible for more than really what she wanted to be responsible for. And in the last one, which was reflecting meaning, the helper also asked a similar question: "What would you like to talk about?" And this was actually dealing with a different cultural issue, which I thought would be really interesting. And it takes a little bit of conversation, but not too long, to get to the real meaning of, or the real basis of, the conflict with this young man. And the conflict wasn't so much that the family was in his house, the conflict was more with his father. And as I watched all of these videos, what I was struck with was there were really no solutions, no game plan to move forward. It was more just compassionate listening with these four people, and sort of drawing out what they were really wanting to talk about, and then rephrasing and putting words to it. For me, I have been a lay counselor for many years, and I've also been in counseling myself several times throughout my life, and these were clearly staged and sort of maybe dealing with things a little more surfacey than most people, I think, go to counseling. When people make the choice to come in and talk to somebody, they're usually dealing with a real crisis issue because they feel like they can no longer deal with it themselves. And so I think that they want to walk out feeling with a sense of hope and that things can get better. These little snippets didn't really show any of that, but what they did show is this invitation to continue to share, and an opportunity to share in a safe environment. And so the helpers, or the counselors, were really doing a great job of providing an opportunity for those clients to share what they really wanted to talk about.